And that is the scenario potentially for motorists. Meanwhile, NHS bosses in Devon say that they are bracing themselves for another busy winter, with hospital admissions expected to spike as the weather turns cold.
Well, health trusts have drawn up detailed plans for the coming months, diverting patients away from packed A&E departments and offering online consultations with local GPs.
Well, Sam Blackledge is outside Derriford Hospital in Plymouth for us tonight. So, Sam, just how prepared are hospitals and GP surgeries for this coming winter then?
Well, if you just cast your mind back to this time earlier this year, the region was blanketed in snow and hospitals like this were having a really tricky time. Well, ever since then, health bosses in the region have been trying to figure out just what they do to be better prepared if it happens again. Now, obviously, there's only a certain amount you can do in terms of predicting the weather, but A&E departments are getting ever busier and planning for the winter really has become a full-time job.
And Sam, today health campaigners from Cornwall have been lobbying the government for more money. Just explain a bit more about that to us.
Yes, well, the call for more money for the NHS is one that we've heard many times before. But today a group from Cornwall, led by the former Liberal Democrat MP Andrew George, travelled up to Westminster to make their case once more.
You only have to look at the extent to which the service is struggling, on the emergency front line, the fact that a lot of private sector providers are able to cherry pick the easy and profitable bits, leaving the NHS really struggling with the complex cases, and the number of cancelled operations, the difficulty with staffing shortages, etc. We all know that the NHS isn't where it needs to be, and whilst we could, of course, need to be making savings within the NHS, that's a perennial issue. The fact is that you cannot escape the fact that it has been significantly underfunded over the last few years.
Well, the Prime Minister has already pledged an extra £20 billion for the NHS over the next 5 years. But the Chancellor Philip Hammond will come under increasing pressure to find even more cash ahead of the budget in a week's time.
OK, Sam Blackledge at Derriford Hospital, thank you very much.